So good afternoon, everyone. I'm Marian Marchese. I'm the founder and CEO of New Leash on Life USA, and I'm here with my team today, Linda Loy, who is our Director of Marketing and Resource Development, Alfred Brenner, who's our Veteran Coordinator, Michelle Pick, who is our Grief Counselor, and that's Vivian Payton on the floor down there. She's a little short, and Sandi Williams, who's up here in the front row, who is our Director of Strategic Partnerships. We're here to talk to you about an exciting opportunity where together we can save and reclaim lives. And shake. New Leash's programs impact social problems. We support veterans. We drastically reduce prison recidivism. And we reduce the cost of providing assistance dogs with an outstanding program that restores an individual's self-worth and respect while saving dogs from euthanasia. New Leash on Life USA is about second chances. We rescue dogs about to be euthanized because of lack of space in shelters, illness, or behavior issues. We take these at-risk shelter dogs into prison and train the inmates to turn the abandoned and abused creatures into loving, well-behaved, and you haven't heard Vivian bark at all, dogs. In the process, the inmates become better human beings themselves. So we're here today to ask for your support to scale our program to prison train 40 emotional therapy and assistance dogs to help veterans with post-traumatic stress disorder. We're asking for $250,000 over 2 years to give 40 veterans and 40 dogs a second chance at life. New Leash on Life created a successful 3-month program module at the Philadelphia Prison Systems, where we work with certified dog trainers, experienced vet techs, and they work with the inmate participants, giving them the necessary skills to train their dogs in basic obedience and social behavior. We also provide life skills planning, jobs workshops, and post-parole reentry services, including transportation, paid internships, and job placement. Here's what we're trying to change. The 35% up there is the euthanasia rate, translates into about 1 million dogs a year who get euthanized. And 35% plus inmates go back to prison every year because there are no resources for them when they leave the prison. And 1 in 5 veterans is diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder, making them unable to function in society or even function in as a family member. But with your help, we can change these really sad numbers. We know our program works. In the last 3 years, 100% of our dogs have been adopted. 100% of them have earned their Canine Good Citizen certificates. Only 19% of our inmate trainers have gone back to prison versus 35% for the general population. And we actually think that number is a lot higher. But that saves hundreds of thousands of dollars for the city and for taxpayers. And we know from other programs that 82% of veterans with dogs show decreased symptoms of post-traumatic stress disorder, which means they can decrease their medication and they can have fewer hospital and doctor visits. But sadly, there's a really long wait for dogs. So with your help, our next steps are to build an assistance dog training program at Graterford Prison and train 40 dogs over the next 2 years. This includes emotional support dogs and assistance dogs. Your support will cover the costs for medical, training, supplies, veteran coordinator, a foster program, and training and follow-up for the veterans. The need is really great. Healthcare costs for veterans with PTSD are over 3 times those without the disorder in just the first year. And over the lifetime of a veteran with PTSD, the cost skyrockets to hundreds of thousands of dollars. With your help, veterans can return to their lives and their families. And New Leash will donate the dogs to the veterans to pay them back just a little bit for having them put their lives on the line for us. But I think it would be much more meaningful for you to hear from someone whose life did change with the help of a dog. And I'd like to introduce Alfred Brenner, our veteran coordinator.
Good afternoon. My name is Alfred Brenner, and I served in the United States Marine Corps for 5.5 years. I was a canine handler, which means that I trained and handled a canine explosive detection dog. His name was Grief. Here's a picture of me and Grief on a combat deployment in Afghanistan in 2010. About October 24th in 2010, I was hit by an improvised explosive device and was severely injured, and my canine partner Grief was killed in action. From that moment on, it changed my life, and I began a process called a medical retirement, from which I was retired from the Marine Corps and service. I then went through multiple surgeries, countless hours in therapy, and took thousands of medications, and nothing can compare to the change in the life that I had from this little guy here. His name is Diesel. He helped me reduce those amounts of medications, helped me with my anxiety in public, helped me get through sleep, and most importantly, got me back to life again and being reintegrated. As of now, I'm using my abilities to train service dogs and assistance dogs to help New Leash so that we may change those lives of those who need it. With your help again of $250,000, we can change 80 lives. From saving 40 dogs and changing the lives of veterans, we can do this much easily than we did before. Thank you.